Hi folks, I apologize for the audio issues. I'm sitting in the middle of a Waffle House right now. Figured it was better scenery at least than what I had back at the house. Been a little bit late getting this to you, but here's update number 3. We're in federal court now. The papers have been filed. The 6-month wait has been over. And then I had to wait for a copy of the filing to arrive, and I think that was delayed until the 3 respondents in the case, Sheriff Hunter, Jamie Goad, Randall Harrison, were confirmed to have been served their papers. And here is their papers. And we're going to go over it a little bit with you. I know you've been very patient and waiting, but everything happens slowly. For instance, and I've also got a bunch of pictures that next week I'll be taking to my digestive health specialist, and we'll be discussing how good my hog maws and chitterlings look from the inside out. I got a handful of pictures that she left me as soon as I got done with the procedure. Apparently she wants to discuss them. Today, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. Bad day in our history. And hopefully we can live long enough to change the world. Anyway, figured I'd share this with you a little bit. There are, I think, 16 charges, counts, complaints, whatever they're called, and they're very well documented, but I figured I would just share the very first of it with you so that you get a hint of what's going on. It starts out, this is James Hodges against Mark Hunter in his official capacity as sheriff of Columbia County Sheriff's Office, Randall Harrison and Jamie Goat. They are the defendants, or sometimes I call them respondents. But anyway, it comes now plaintiff James Hodges, by and through the undersigned attorneys, and hereby files this complaint against defendant Randall Harrison and Jamie Goat in their individual capacities and for acts that occurred during the course and scope of their employment with Columbia County Sheriff's Office. Mark Hunter is sued in his official and capacity as sheriff of the Columbia County Sheriff's Office, and individually in support thereof, plaintiff alleges as follows. And then we get to the introduction. And this is a civil rights action brought under 42 U.S.C. 1983, subsection 1983, that raises supplemental state law claims concerning the actions of defendants Harrison Goat on or about October 31st, 2022 in unlawfully searching, arresting, and discriminating against the plaintiff. These actions and conduct of the defendants Harrison and Goat are a result of a policy, practice, custom, and deliberate indifference on behalf of defendant Hunter. Hunter is sued in his official capacity as sheriff of Columbia County, Florida, and individually. I really liked when he said in that press conference that there was no ill intent. It was every bit ill intent, and it was splayed all over the screen when you watch it. It bothers me that people are being treated as civilians and not citizens, and whenever one of the people on the other side of the blue line mess up, everybody trips over that low bar and backs them up. And I think we need to start doing what our Governor DeSantis has called for, and that's more accountability. And hopefully this is how we get it. The jurisdiction in parties, the court has jurisdiction over the plaintiff, and federal law claims pursuant to 28 USC subsection 1331, 1343, paragraph A3. Plaintiff state law claims are related to these federal claims and form a part of the same case or controversy. The court accordingly has supplemental jurisdiction over the plaintiff's state law claims pursuant to 28 USC subsection 1367 and local rule 1.02b4. Then we get into a bunch of other stuff. This is all titled under jurisdiction and parties, and it goes to describe who and where and all that much. Then it gets into the factual allegations, and those are quite expansive. But in total, as you go through the entire filing, it's 33 pages long. And old Jim ain't gonna sit here and try to read all that for you. And it probably don't have enough battery or data storage space for all of that. But I wanted you to know that things are progressing. Things are getting in the way of hunting season and hunting activities. And now that those are almost all over, along comes time to go to court. So hopefully by next year, by the new year, these slow moving gears will have gone around enough that we'll be seeing a judge soon. I thank every one of you for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you who have contributed to Mr. Williamson's GoFundMe account campaign. I cannot express enough how that has affected me. Another thing that has affected me is a lot of people are noticing me now, and they're coming up and they're telling me similar stories, and I'm thinking, my goodness, we do need to make some changes. We do need to enforce our law enforcement to enforce the laws, not just the ones against us, but when they see their fellows screwing up, they need to say something. See something, say something. Isn't that what they keep telling us? And here we are with another mass shooting. Getting pretty rough out here, folks. But I appreciate each and every one of you, and I wish you a warm and a happy Merry Christmas. More later, as slow as things are going, it'll probably be another few months. But I hope not. I hope all this gets taken care of as quick as possible, and we can get back to setting out feed plots, stuff like that. God bless you. Merry Christmas.